let us remember that it's more than a ride. It is a statement of remembrance, honor, and unity. We ride to ensure that no fallen officer is ever forgotten, and that the sacrifice made by so many is never taken for granted. As we ride, we will carry their memory with us, and through every mile, we will honor those who can no longer ride beside us. They will never be forgotten, and hold their families in our hearts today and always.
This morning we started in Eatontown, New Jersey, and we're heading down to Atlantic City. So it's approximately a little over 100 miles. Hope the weather stays together. We'll find out. Either way, we're getting there, so let her dry.
The Police Unity Tour is a way for officers and survivors to come and remember those who have paid the ultimate price. They say that there's no greater love than to lay one's life down for his friends.
It's a group of agencies of officers all over the United States coming together to ride for those who have died.
It's a way that we can endure a little bit of suffering ourselves to show our respect for those officers that have been killed in the line of duty.
So they do the Police Unity Tour every year. We start in New Jersey and head down to Washington, D.C. Then we ride into the Peace Officer Memorial during National Peace Officer Week. Probably have about 600 riders, and we have 9 from the CHB. So it's great to be out here as a department and a team.
Hey guys.
I'm a lot happier today because we're doing a little less miles and it's not raining. We started in Atlantic City and we're heading to Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Each cyclist was asked to pick somebody to ride in honor of, and I picked Officer Johnny Martinez, who died in the early 80s. He was a quad mate at the academy with my father. It's still important that we honor their legacy because he gave his life to the state, providing the highest level of service and security to the people of California. We want to honor their family, their kids. It's an honor to ride for them and represent their families as well.
This year I chose to ride for Justin McGrory. He was killed while I was in the academy. And I remember choosing this career knowing that was dangerous. But when I heard his story, particularly, I know he had a wife that had a child that hadn't been born yet. And I just thought how difficult that must be for her and the surviving family. And so I wanted to remember him.
Brent Clearman was hit by a car and later the next day died in the line of duty. Having been working when that happened, I contacted Kathy Clearman and asked if I could ride in honor of Brent. It made it even more meaningful to ride for someone that I knew and that I had worked with.
I had a good friend, Shannon Distel, who was killed on his motor quite some time ago in 2001, 2002, and it's a great way to keep the memory alive.
I chose to ride for Nathan Taylor. He was killed in the line of duty in the Truckee area when I was working in Truckee. They've laid down their life so that we can continue living the way we do for the freedoms that we have and the comforts that we have. So it's important that we never forget that we never forget those families that have given the ultimate sacrifice, because for them, they definitely won't forget. We shouldn't forget either. They've dealt with that their entire lives, whether it was 50 years ago or whether it was last year. It's all the same. They lost a loved one who was serving their community.
I chose Tom Coleman, who was a motor officer. Tom was also a cadet that I trained when I was instructor at the academy. We made a promise, and when I say we, the department, all those before us, each of those deaths had an impact. I've heard something recently, in 100 years, nobody will remember your name, nobody will remember your family, nobody will remember who you were. There won't be any pictures of you hanging on the wall. And as we approach our 100th-year anniversary, I want to make sure as a department we're doing everything we can so that doesn't happen to the fallen CHP officers.
We're about to take a ferry ride across to Delaware, and then we'll get off and ride the rest of the way for the day today.
We are headed to Annapolis, Maryland. It's warmer today. It seems like everybody's in good spirits, everybody's healthy, everybody's feeling good.
We're out here with 20 motors running a miles-long procession, and they're taking care of business.
They're taking charge, closing down roadways, making sure that our path is safe.
I know that we're in good hands. I know that our motors are trained well, that they're going to handle this escort and keep our safety at priority.
They're really supporting us, clapping for us. I see a hand pump from time to time, really encouraging us.
Let's go, guys, let's go! Woohoo! Woo! Keep it up, boys! Get some!
It's really impressive to see. I think we probably have the most motors out here of any agency, so we're really representing the Highway Patrol.
And it's great to see him out there. It's great to see the commissioner out there. He's doing the same thing as everybody else, standing post, holding traffic for us, giving us some encouragement.
Our philosophy is you got to lead from the front, and leaders lead through action, not through words. Very grateful for the 20 motors, the 9 cyclists, how they represent us all. So much dignity, so much pride, so much poise.
Out here with us for the ride is the number 2 in the department, Commissioner Beauchamp. Yeah, it's incredible to have a leader like that out here leading from the front.
It's awesome to see them out here sweating with us, remembering those who have fallen.
We're starting the ride today from Annapolis, Maryland to Washington, D.C., the National Peace Officer Memorial. It's really nice to see all the officers, there's survivors riding with us.
We're about 5 miles from the memorial. We just landed here at RFK, just finished our escort. Last long ride. Got 5 miles to go. You ride through the memorial.
There's honor in what we do, I believe. There's sacrifice. When somebody makes that ultimate sacrifice, it's important to remember them and their legacy and to keep it moving forward.
It's so humbling to ride through there because they're clapping and thanking you. No one sacrificed more than someone who's lost a loved one in the line of duty, and it's just a very small thing we can do to show them that we'll always remember them.
Our society is a safe place because of their profession that they chose. When we forget those people, we might get a little bit lost, but we go back on the people who lay down their lives, protecting our communities, upholding the law. And if we forget those people, then we might forget the importance of what we're doing.
We make a promise to these individuals that we will always remember them, that we will always honor them. After the Unity Tour ride, we were at the Capitol and I was able to meet Nikki Frago, and her husband died in the Newhall incident in 1970. We are helping to keep that promise almost 56 years later, that though I wasn't even born when that happened, I recognize that 50 years from now, the obligation will be upon those officers, those employees, to fulfill the promises that we're making today. And whether it was 1929 or the last officer who died in the line of duty 4.5 years ago, it's a promise we make that we'll never forget. We'll always honor them and we'll always remember them. And I believe the Unity Tour is just a very small way that we can fulfill that promise.